Our midweek focus today is a word about marriage. Now, I'm no expert on the subject, but God certainly is. He gave it to us as a gift. He created it. And we can learn an important truth from Matthew 22, 36 through 40. Now, this is a passage we talk about a lot at our church. Jesus is asked what is the greatest commandment. And he answers, love God with all your heart, soul, and mind. And the second is like it, to love your neighbor as yourself. You will love your spouse best when you love your Savior the most. Now, the Bible doesn't use those words, those exact words, and they aren't even specific to marriage in Matthew 22. You will best love anyone when you love Jesus the most. This truth is magnified in marriage. And there are two reasons why this is true. First, you will love your spouse best when you love Jesus the most because you will not be putting them in a position that they cannot fulfill. You will always find yourself frustrated if you try to make a person your greatest source of fulfillment or security. They're your spouse and not your God. When you're loving Jesus the most and you're focused on Him, you will be satisfied in Him. You will be valued in Him, and you will be eternally secure in Him. Those are things that even the best husband or wife cannot provide. If you aren't loving Jesus most, you will try to find those things in your spouse, and you will always just be disappointed in them. To put them in that position is not loving them correctly. Spend time with Jesus every day. Make Him your God, your Savior, and your Lord, and let your husband be your husband and your wife be your wife. Second, you will love your spouse best when you love Jesus the most because only then will Jesus turn you into a better lover. Too often we try to become a better person by sheer willpower, and that is not what it means to follow Jesus. You can get all the marriage tips, advice, seminars, quick fixes, but it won't make you different. Instead, when you love Jesus and you draw near to Him, He promises to draw near to you. And when you're near to Jesus, good things happen. He does a great work in you, and then the fruit of the Spirit grow in your life. Love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control are all fruits of the Spirit that come into our lives when we're focused on Jesus. Now that sounds like a good husband or a good wife, does it not? Love Jesus most. Draw near to Him because when you are near Him, He does miracles in you. You will love your spouse best when you love your Savior the most. So how do you love Jesus most? Spend time with Him in prayer and Bible study every day. The first thing in your schedule needs to be time with God. Everything else should be built around that. Work, eating, bathing, taking care of the kids. All needs to be scheduled around your time with God. That's what it means to love Him most. Help your spouse do the same. Clear any obstacles you can to them spending time with God. And finally, spend time with God together because you will love your spouse best when you love your Savior the most.